we
Please
come
record.
Yeah, I just started recording.
Okay. And everyone, please mute.
I'm going to mute you all. Mm. Greetings, beloveds. Beloved brother, we thank you for bringing forth our voice. We thank you for bringing forth our words through the channel of your beingness. You are indeed known to us as we are known to you. We are indeed known to each of you. Beloveds, the request has been issued forth for each of you to come and to read. Understand that this is an invitation. It's an invitation to feel my words as they pass through your physical body. There is a sound frequency that is emitted that does indeed bring forth an activation as these words are read aloud. As you sing, lift your voice to God, and there is a frequency that is different than words that are spoken and words that are read. Allow your voices to be that joyful noise. Allow your voices to be the words in celebration of the truth of you, beloveds. Do not worry about the faltering. Do not worry about your vocal cords. Do not worry about speech impediments. Let your voices be heard. For each voice is indeed the voice of God. You are indeed a manifestation of that which is the Creator. You are so loved. You are so cherished. And when you allow yourselves to remember the truth of you, when you say, let me cleanse my mind of the mess that I have made, let me send my ego to the spiritual dry cleaner and let it be cleansed and let it be pressed. And you truly understand how to use the right use of will to direct your mind, to direct your thoughts, to direct your consciousness. You allow yourselves to see the truth of you. You then begin to see the truth of all that exists. You then allow yourselves to feel what your body is feeling, for you have unhooked yourself from the intellect. It is much like taking off a very heavy coat that has been heavy laden for you. And you allow yourself to feel as if you are floating on a sea of love. Float upon the words that were given. Allow yourselves to absorb within every aspect of your beingness the words that are being spoken. For many of you, hearing the words is enough. For many of you, reading the words is enough. For many of you, hearing the words as they are being spoken and reading at the same time is what will bring them closer to your heart. Find the path that gives you the richest and deepest sense of my love for you that are written upon these words, beloveds. Know that we have good news for you. The good news is that you are where you always have been. You are in the kingdom. You are at the same time mired in illusions and dreams. and you are restless, and you are awakening, and you have glimpses, you have moments where you relegate the madness of the egoic consciousness and you relinquish, and for a moment you come to the presence of the love that you are. Do not fight the ego. Do not fight the mind, beloveds. Add more love. This does not mean falling in love with ego. This means stopping the battle. This means quelling the fears because you surround them with love. This means reaching for and seeking out the light that exists within the heart. Allow yourself to feel what it is that your body truly feels, for it is indeed a messenger system for you. And when you stay mired in the mind, whether it is through the watching of news, the listening to tales of darkness, the immersion in your computers and your phones and your telephones and your televisions and your iPads, what you are doing is engaging the intellect. And the intellect is much like a feral animal that has not yet been trained. Become the ego whisperers, beloveds. Learn to calm the madness and seek instead for the light. Seek instead for the truth. Call upon us, beloveds, to take your hands and lead you back to the garden, back to the kingdom, back to the truth of you. There is an amplitude of frequency that is happening with the coming together of this collective. This beloved channel is being instructed to extend the invitation for this audience. Understand that this core group of you will be the foundation. And there may be many who will question. There may be many who will doubt. There may be many who will criticize. You will remain steadfast. And you will be the leaders, and you will be the voices to be heard. Each of your gifts are being revealed day to day, moment to moment. Beloved Jill was instructed to have her next work of art be a masterpiece of her own creation and her invention of herself, one of the highest expressions of love. Each of you has within you gifts that are the true masterpieces that you are. Express yourselves creatively, beloveds. Our beloved and precious April raises her voice in praise and love. She shares herself boldly with the videos that she makes. Each of you has a way that you are meant to express. Beloved Master Stephen has a way with words that brings peace to many. Each of you has your gifts. Precious Lloyd has allowed himself to hear the voice of Source and to communicate that. Each of you are finding your way. Each of you are finding your galactic connections. Each of you are finding your brothers and your sisters. You are finding the mates of your souls within this community. We have brothers born of the same mother. We have sisters born of galactic origins. We have friends. We have husbands and wives and children and lovers. We have those of you who have taken the darkness and used it to slay one another in epic battles and wars. This beloved loves to refer to them as the Wizard Wars. Understand that you have indeed been every aspect of incarnation with each other, and you come together now in this moment, in this presence, to bring forth the truth and to say, I have seen all things, I have been all things, and I have done all things, and my commitment is to the revelation, to the conscious livingness of being at one with the Father. For in that choice and in that commitment lies the greatest truth and the greatest journey of your existence, the journey home. And here we wait and we say, welcome, brothers. And I stand here with my hand extended with the door opened. I opened for all. And I welcome you. And you allow yourself to come to the recognition that you are where you always wanted to be. There is an acceptance of your role. There is an acceptance of the promise that you made to return and to bring others with you. There are questions. We welcome your questions, beloveds. How may we be of assistance?
I have a question. This is Karen.
Yes.
Just, could you speak about soul retrieval? I never really believed in it, but a few days ago, I heard a couple different people refer to that, and I wondered if there was some trauma that I needed to draw back to myself. And can that be done by me, or do I have to have a shaman?
All paths lead to Rome, beloved. All paths will indeed lead you back to the reincorporation of aspects of your soul. Understand that the use of your access to the records, come to your guides and say, what aspect of my soul is still flapping out there in the wind? What aspect of my soul is ready to come home? What aspect of my soul is ready to be rejoined with me? And then allow yourself to use tools that are being given to you. Allow yourselves to use guides to help you to reincorporate the aspects of you that have had a trauma, an experience of an energetic dynamic that had such a speed to it that you said, I cannot experience this at this time. And you left an aspect of you seemingly behind. Soul retrieval is the coming together like mercury as it comes together as liquid. This collective of you is soul retrieval. Using a guide would help, beloved, merely because of your own. It was mired and buried deep within your consciousness. This beloved being has begun a training with others, the process of hypnosis to add yet one more tool to her spiritual doctor's kit. And in bringing yourself to the realms of the subconscious and the unconscious, which is done through the process that was shared with you most recently, if you can allow yourself to surrender, detach oneself from the mind of the intellect, and you can allow yourself to meet yourself at the level of soul, you can indeed take this journey. All of you have aspects of soul that are scattered, scattered through your timelines, scattered through your incarnations. And you are indeed in the process of rejoining those. A shaman's journey is indeed a powerful one. Some use medicine and some do not. Medicine is used to tame the intellect so that the spirit and the soul that have rejoined together can go and collect aspects that are still like puzzle pieces that have not quite joined together, beloved. Speak with this one, this beloved, precious oracle, and allow her to help direct you, allow her to assist you. There are many that she can direct you to. She has worked with 2 shamans, one who works with plant medicine and one who does not, who could work with you. And also understand that through the entry of your own records, you have the very tools to allow you to retrieve the aspects of you that have been left behind.
Thank you.
Indeed, understand that when you cross the threshold, all shall be recovered, beloved. As you indeed come together. There is another question.
Good morning, Yeshua.
Good morning, beloved.
My question isn't just for me, it's for all of us, as all of them usually are. For those that struggle to surrender, they're like, okay, well, how do I do that? I just don't know how to do that. How do you, what is the best way, the easiest way to actually just surrender?
Close your eyes and focus on your breath, beloved. As you close your eyes and you inhale deeply, the exhale, surrender, brings you to release and relinquish the contraction, the intellect, and that the mind will impose upon the beingness, will impose upon the presence. Close your eyes, beloveds. Take a deep inhale in. And upon your exhale, surrender to your heart. Exhale and breathe your consciousness into your heart. And in that moment, you have exquisite surrender. As has been stated before, the mind can direct the body, but what can direct the mind is the breath. And there you shall find your release, and there you shall find your freedom, and there you shall find your sweet surrender. It is that simple, and yet you forget. We thank you for your time with us, beloveds. We shall speak with you again.
Thank you, Yeshua.